Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, we are going to see how to solve this problem called max consecutive ones, which is a Leetcode question, right? So let's straight away look into the question. Given a binary array, again, what is binary array? Binary array is an array that contains only ones and zeros, right? Given a binary array nums, return the maximum number of consecutive ones in the array. Okay, so we have to return the maximum number of consecutive ones, which means those ones that are kept together, right? So here these two are kept together and these three are kept together, right? So the number of ones are 2. Here the number of ones is 3. So maximum of 2 and 3 will be 3, right? So 3 is the answer. So the question is very simple. So let's have a look at some more examples, right? So let's say this is the array nums. Let's count the consecutive ones, right? So 1, there is only one. Then here 2 ones are there. Here 1 consecutive one. Here 2 consecutive ones. Here 3 consecutive ones. Here 1 consecutive one, right? So maximum of all these will be the answer, that is 3. So let's look at this example. 1 0 1 0 1 1 0 1 1 1 1, right? So here I can take this range having 1 1. I can take this range 1 1. I can take this range 2 ones. I can take this range 4 ones. So maximum consecutive will be 4, right? So now let's look into the approach, like how do we approach this problem. What we are basically doing, we are actually counting the consecutive ones, right? So we don't care about zeros, but when we have ones, we need to count, we need to count them. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to keep a counter and then I'm going to count the ones, right? But bro, we cannot count the ones because see, the question is not saying to count all ones. You are right. Question is saying to count those ones that are kept together. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to keep a counter and then I'm going to count these things. Count this, count this, count this, count this. How we are going to do? Let's see. At first, I'm giving 0. That means I didn't get any ones till now. So I'm going to run a loop from I equal to 0 till n minus 1, and then I'm going to check, bro, ARR of I, is it equal to 0? Sorry, is it equals to 1? If it is, then do counter plus plus. That means then basically then just increment the count, right? But what if I got a 0? That means the flow got broken. So here the counter will become 0 and just end the loop. So what happens here, see, at first counter will be 0. When I will be here, counter will be 1. When I will be here, counter will be 0. When I will be here, counter will again increment and it will become 1. And then for this, it will increase 2. When I will come here, it will again have 0. When I will come here, it will increment. So 1 will be here. Here also it will increment 2. Here also it will increment. So 3. Here counter will be 0. Here counter will be 0. Here counter will be 1. So I got these numbers, right? So the consecutive ones are 1, 2, 3, and then 1, right? So how we got to know about these values at this place? So how to take out these values? How to take out these values? What I am going to do, whenever the element is 0, at that time, whatever is there in the count, I will take it and get the maximum of that. What I mean by that is, when I came here, counter was 1 before, so I'll keep this. Again, next time when I came here, the counter was 2, so I will keep this. Again, when I was here, counter was 3 before, I will keep that also. Then I'm going to take the maximum of that. It will be 3. So your answer will be 3. So for that, I will keep some variable, let's say maxi 0, and then the moment I got a 0, I will do something like maxi equals to maximum of maxi comma counter, right? So before converting this counter to 0, I will first store the maximum of the already maximum number that we have and the new counter value. So the code is very simple. The code is this one, right? First of all, a count we are going to initialize, and then a maxi. Then when the element is 1, I will just increment it and then go ahead. But if it is 0, I will store the maximum of this count and then I will convert this count to 0. Is this right? Will this work for all the test cases? Will this work for all the test cases? I say no. Why? Let's have a look at this test case. So let's keep something like count and then maxi. Here the count will be 1, will be 0. So maximum will be 1. Okay, I'm counting here, right? Here the count will be 1. Here the count will be 2. Here it will be 0. So maximum of 1 and 2, it will be 2, right? Here the count will be 0. Here the count will be 1. Here the count will be 2. Here the count will be 3. And the loop got ended. And the answer we got is 2. But in actual, the answer is 3, right? So this last case, we have to take care of that also. So at the end, what I'm going to write, I'm going to write the same line here. So maxi will be max of count and maxi. This is when the maximum consecutive ones are at the last positions. So I'm going to take care of this also and then return maxi, right? So the solution is this. The entire thing is same. I just added this case. Talking about the time complexity and space complexity, we are not using any space, so space will be of 1. What about time? This loop will run for of n time, so the time complexity will be of n. So I hope you got the intuition and the implementation. If you like the video, hit the like button, subscribe to our channel. Until next time, see ya.